On a dreamy autumn day, could there be a better find for a simmering afternoon than this? Oh, I doubt it.
A lot of people who are interested in horseback riding, who just have never had the opportunity. And this is such a gorgeous place, we thought, that's it, let's try that.
I have arrived at a trailhead near Gates, Oregon, to meet a small but dedicated group who will take me into the wild.
Most people, it's about, I've always wanted to ride a horse before. Something new. That's the goal, is to make people's dreams come true.
Into the Wild Equine Adventures began in 2009 when Jahn and Sheila Hoover decided to teach city folks to ride tall in the saddle, so to see the outdoors from a different point of view.
All of our horses are younger. They're not the older, slower, barely moving kind of horses. We wanted to have horses that had a little personality and who were interested in what was going on.
But Jahn adds, first comes a bit of training, not for the horse, but for me, because
if you choose not to be in charge, the horse will happily be in charge. And that means you have put an animal that weighs 1,200 pounds with the mind of a 3-year-old in charge of your destiny. Not a good plan.
So, Venus and I meet for the first time. She will be my partner for the afternoon trail ride, and I haven't done anything like this since I was a kid.
Once you put your foot in, go. There you go. Good. The idea with trail horses is we want them to have a loose rein, but occasionally you're going to need to correct them.
And then riding 101 basics, going forward, turning, and more.
You want to slide your hand up the seam of your jeans and stop at your hip. And just bring your head around. That was good. So now we're going to do turning. So slide your hand down on your left one and bring her head in. And take your left foot, cluck to her. Okay, that's how you turn to the left. Pulse, pulse. There you go. Okay, release. Very good. We've got you going forward, backwards, left, and right.
And then it's time to see the country, new country I've never been before, the Santiam State Forest.
It's a gem. It is just a gem. There's about 10 miles of trail, there's a variety of different loops that are up there, and more trails are being planned.
There we go.
We're on the Magic Trail, one of several that are set aside on the Santiam in the foothills of the Cascades for non-motorized use. On this warm fall day, when the temperature flirts with the 80s, here under the sprawling canopy of fir, alder, and big leaf maple, it is 15 degrees cooler.
It's a beautiful section of very temperate rainforest. There's a lot of vine maple, beautiful trees. There's some areas where it's ferned and undergrowth. The trail is excellently maintained. The State Forestry Department manages that. They do a fabulous job.
The trail is gentle, with a bit of a rise and fall that shifts the scenery and makes the ride interesting.
A little switchback here.
Yeah, this is a good spot, little drop in elevation.
Sort of experience that puts your mind at ease as you soak up the country. An hour or two later, we arrive at the Santiam Horse Camp, complete with corrals for folks who wish to make their trip a longer stay. The horse riding community helped the state to develop the trails and the campground. Members of the Backcountry Horsemen of Oregon and the Oregon Equestrian Trails Group are dedicated to their recreation for many reasons.
I've seen a lot more country than I would have if I just relied on walking, for sure, and enjoyed it more. See over the sword fern and the salmonberry, and it's just a real pleasant experience, especially if you're just walking along enjoying the scenery. That's the fun part about riding, I think.
I've done ATVing and other things like that, which I also enjoy, but this is just different, it's a little bit slower paced. You can take it in a little bit more. I feel like you can really stop and take the time to look around. I don't think you could ask for a more beautiful place to ride.
The rider teaches confidence to the horse. We started Into the Wild because I wanted people to have real riding adventures, to learn to control the horse and feel good about, I accomplished this today. This is what I did today. And have an experience to take home with them.